This is TransAfricaRadio.
7 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. This is the Morning Mayhem right here on TransAfricaRadio. We go up on the name of TransAfricaRadio, and of course we bless you with 100% African music. Thank you so much for tuning in, and of course choosing us over the rest. In the building we've got Mr. Mo in the building. Brother Man was actually born out there in Val. Yes. You know?
Yes.
And he was once upon a time an accountant. He went to the University of Johannesburg. He started singing way back in primary school.
Before I started writing my own songs, I was actually discovered by my English teacher.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she used to teach me songs like at school when I was a kid, and she discovered that I could sing.
Okay.
So during lunch breaks when other kids go to like eat,
play soccer,
and whatever, like I'd be called to she'd teach me songs, man, and she just loved my voice.
Oh yeah?
And she'd put me on stage to perform for the other kids.
Okay.
That's where it all started.
That's where it all started.
It all started, yeah.
Can you please hit us with a young note, Nyana, so we can just,
You're putting me on the spot.
I'm putting you on the spot, my man.
I'm walking away. Yeah. I'm walking, yeah, I'm walking away.
There's one thing
it's a morning voice. It's a morning voice.
Can I just please play this?
Yeah. Listen to you guys. That is so cool.
A round of applause has to go out to you, my boy.
Jeez, man.
You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Good vocalist.
Thank you so much.
Good writer as well.
Jeez, I'm blushing. This guy, like early in the morning, so many compliments.
Yeah,
you know,
that's exactly what should happen.
You guys are too professional. You did your I feel so welcome here.
Yeah, this is home.
TransAfrica is home, man.
This is home, man.
It's home.
So you're gonna come back next time, right?
I'll come back tomorrow and the next day. Yeah.
So now let's talk about your journey in the music industry. You know how it all started. You were discovered by your primary school teacher, who actually introduced you to the music industry. You know, and we were talking just off air earlier on, and you told me that you actually started writing for pop songs.
Yes, I did. When I started writing music, because I grew up listening to a lot of pop music, your Michael Jacksons, you know, so I was influenced by pop. So I started writing pop music because it's a genre that resonated with me naturally.
Okay.
So I would literally write pop songs, record them, and I had a 9-piece band back then. So I would get bookings at jazz clubs. So I would change my pop songs and perform them as jazz, so that I can take out like my sound to the masses. That's where it all began. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I met Rob's Bafui.
Okay.
Then I met Rob's Bafui.
And then it all changed.
And then he actually transformed me, and he's like, you know what? Your type of sound could work in house music. You know, I always loved house music, but I just didn't see myself in it. You know, but destiny had its own agendas. so I ended up doing house music. Yeah.
So you wanted to be a pop idol once upon a time in your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why didn't you join idols?
Because I don't believe in somebody literally my fate relying on somebody's judgment, because I know that I'm very talented. Like I'm confident about my talent. Yeah, but I'm not that I'm shading people who go to I'm not shading anyone. I'm not I see what you're doing. No, I'm not shading anyone.
Okay.
Like, I just believe in myself and my talent. It's a God-given talent.
Sure.
And I strongly believe that. So I wanted to do things my way and get myself out there my way. So this is my journey.
So when did you actually start realizing that, you know what, I'm actually a talented vocalist?
Jeez, man, every time I perform, the response is always overwhelming. There's always people coming to me, giving me like good words, and you can see that it's genuine words, you know? So that instilled that thing in me to say, you know, I'm really, really good and I'm really talented. And even when I started saying that I want to take a project out now as Mr. Mo, I wanted to do something that touches lives, something that's real, you know. I didn't want to do something mediocre.
Far-fetched.
And you know, I wanted something real. You know, because when you listen to my project now, like it sells me. It's a perfect exhibition of who Mr. Mo is and what Mr. Mo is about. So I realized through people's comments, people would come to me and say, you know what, you have something special, your voice, you know, your lyrics, and that motivated me to actually take my craft very seriously.
Now, coming through, I'm going to ask you a question, okay? the compliments, they get too much, you know? Hold that though.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, and of course choosing the Morning Mayhem Kings to keep you company between 8 and 11 a.m. CAT. Got Mr. Mo in the building. Tears dried out. Oh, what a beautiful track. My goodness. My goodness.
My goodness.
Ooh.
My goodness.
Could it be a Friday already, man? Come on, yo. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, my word.
Come on.
It's crazy in here.
Yeah, Steve. What a beautiful track, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my goodness. Can we just keep quiet?
Can we keep quiet and let it play?
Yeah, you know? 18 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. This is the Morning Mayhem with Thabang Mashile, and yes, of course, Mr. Mo in the building. Any questions you might have for the brother man, simply WhatsApp us on +27 7925 44329. A beautiful track. Oh, please tell us about this track, my bro. Please.
Tears dried out. Tears dried out. When I wrote Tears Dried Out, I thought about a person that lets go of anything that makes the person miserable. So when a person has been through so many tears in their lives that they've got no more tears to shed, you know, and this person now is at a point where they need to decide whether to dwell in the hurt or decide to choose happiness. So Tears Dried Out is about a guy that literally chooses happiness over misery. So it's about somebody going through that journey. So now I want to find out the writing process. Like what inspires you? Like what goes through your mind when you're just writing a track? You know? Writing for me is a gift. First, when sometimes songs come to me in awkward times.
What's the most awkward time that is actually coming?
Oh my word! Don't ask me that.
Now you brought it up.
Sometimes you're in the loo, for example, and you get inspired, and you're like, "Oh my word, I need to write this song." You know, that's an awkward time. You know, so when it comes to you, it comes to you. It comes to you. But what motivates me mostly to write as personal experiences. I like taking my journey and expressing it into my lyrics. You know, like the Tears Dried Out. Basically, it was a phase that I was personally going through. So I like expressing that because that's what people can relate to the most when you sing about real situations.
Things that you also experience.
100%.
So clearly in life, sorry to jump in. So you've experienced hurt in your life.
I have,
And do you want to name drop that person that actually hurt you the most?
No, I'm not here to name drop. Jeez, the journalism here. The journalism is on steroids here.
Tears Dried Out. You're writing about a guy who's actually been through a whole lot of things. From being sad, sorry for the lack of words, from being sad to being happy now, you know, so you went through that process, you know?
I did.
And when was that phase in your life?
It was when I was actually caged at a job, you know, and every day I was doing well, you know, working a 9 to 5, like everybody else.
You're an account manager?
I was an account manager at the biggest brewery in the country. So I was doing really well, you know, but truth is, music is like a drug. You know, it haunts you. If it's a calling, if it's something that you are born to do, it haunts you. So I was miserable, you know, at that job, you know, and I was talking to Ntlantla just outside that you know, people need to know the stuff that we musicians go through actually, you know, true. Because people just see the perks and they think, oh wow, it's easy, Moose, it's a life, but we go through a whole lot, you know.
At the end of the day, you're also human. You're also human.
I'm not superhuman. I'm literally human, you know.
Like I've never understood this ideology of people saying that, you know, public figures don't actually go through daily things that actually people go through.
I don't want to portray that image that I'm immune to anything, because I'm literally human. I go through the same things people go through. So that moment where I had to choose happiness, which my happiness to me was choosing to do music, you know, fully embrace my talent and fully embrace my path as a musician. So I went through that phase where I had to choose literally, do I want to live every day working a 9 to 5 knowing that I'm not happy, I'm just doing it and I'm making somebody else rich, you know, every day, you know, or do I choose to literally work with what I know I'm talented in and make that my career.
Sure.
And make ends meet from that and live happily ever after, like in fairy tales.
So clearly you're living happily ever after.
It's almost a year, you know. It's almost a year.
Like, so money's coming in.
No.
Money's coming in.
No, I'm not gonna say that on here. This guy is fishing.
You can't just leave an account manager's job.
I'd hire you, man. I'd hire you for
on
my
the spot,
company.
I'm hired.
You are hired.
So now, Femza, I just want to understand, like, okay, cool. You went to the University of Johannesburg.
Yes,
you know?
I did.
And you apparently started marketing. Out there. And from marketing to music to account manager. How's been the journey?
Yo, it's been hectic, man. I don't want to lie. It's been one hectic journey, but I fully embraced it and understand that it's my path. Everybody's got a path.
Yeah, true.
Embrace your path.
And the story to tell at the end of the day.
I went to UJ, studied marketing, finished, graduated. Then I went to the corporate world. I became an account manager, as you said. I was an account manager for like 7 years.
7 years?
7 years.
And in that 7 years, music, you were never focusing on music?
I was, but minimally. I hardly had time. You know? I could have released an album years ago because I was ready. I was ripe. I've been ripe. You know, so that's what I'm saying. It's been a journey. So here and there, I would perform. Here and there, I would, you know, still write music, but I knew it was something that I needed to do eventually full time. So when the time was right, it's always important to gauge the timing of everything, because timing is everything. When I felt that this is now time for me to venture into this journey, I left.
Oh, you left?
I left.
So you decided, you know what, I'm done with this.
I'm done with this.
I'm done with the corporate world.
Yes.
I'm done with being serious.
And you know when I left, the day I left, I didn't even plan it.
You didn't even plan?
I just went to work to work.
Yeah? And then what happened?
I went to work to go work like every day.
Yeah.
And then something just said, just leave. Just leave.
You were tired, eh?
I was like, I'm out. And it was
really, really tired.
Yeah, I was. So it's been a journey, man. It's been a journey. It's been quite
I can only imagine, man.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
This is TransAfrica Radio.